And welcome back to Behind the Mitten. John Gonzalez along with Amy Sherman, having a great time, Amy, as we do every single weekend. And boy, I can't believe the holidays are right upon us.
They really are, literally next week. But there are so many events that are happening all across the state. You have lists, I know, up on mlive.com.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about them all kind of month of things that you can do. And you still have a little bit of time if you want to order some of that delicious Murdoch's fudge to have shipped around the country.
That's right. And we also want to tell you about a lot of great concerts coming up, not only in the month of December, but looking into the new year. Go to mlive.com again for all that information. But Amy, we work closely with our friends over at the Forest Hills Fine Arts Center, and they have a really special show coming up in January.
They do. It's part of their series for the 2017-2018 season. And what they have coming up on January 17th, Wednesday, is the Tower of Power 50th Anniversary Tour. And I think we have somebody on the line who might be able to tell us more about the Tower of Power.
We do. We want to welcome to the show Emilio Castillo. He is one of the co-founders of the legendary Tower of Power. Emilio, welcome to Behind the Mitten. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, we really appreciate you being on the show. And before we get to, Tower of Power, I said legendary, and I do mean that. You guys have been around for nearly 50 years now, playing some great classical soul music, American rock and roll, horn-driven, just some classic sounds. But first of all, we got to ask you about your Michigan connection, brother.
Yeah, I grew up in Detroit till I was 11 years old. I was born in 1950, so, I lived there during the 50s, and I left there in 1962.
So you left right when it was kind of in its heyday and it was so busy and bubbling. What do you remember about Detroit? What did you like about living in the city?
It's a real city, a very metropolitan city. A lot was happening, and my father was a bartender, and so he was in the nightlife, and so we go downtown a lot. A lot of people know that one of my favorite things to do when we come to Detroit and play is go out after the show and get Lafayette, Coney Island.
Yes, my man. You made the right call there. Not that American crap.
Emilio, that's
Lafayette's the only way.
That's an inside joke we'll tell you about when you come to Grand Rapids. But Emilio, as the story goes for Tower of Power, you guys originally were called Motown, correct?
The Motowns, yeah.
The Motowns.
We got into soul music when I was a teenager, and we were called the Black Orpheus, and that name didn't stick. And then my mother said, you guys should call yourselves the Motowns if you're going to play soul music, because you're from Detroit. Me and my brother were both in the band. And so we did. We were the Motowns until I met my partner, Doc Kupka, and he came in, and we wanted to get in the Fillmore, but we knew we'd never get in there with a name like the Motown, so we picked the name Tower of Power.
And as the story goes, too, you guys were rehearsing, getting ready to make this thing happen. Things were going a little slow, but you actually moved back to Detroit for a period, or not sure what was going to happen with the band, right?
No, I didn't move back. My parents moved back, and my dad said, you can stay out here for a year, but if you don't make it within a year, you have to come back and be with us in Detroit. And by the end of that year, we were so broke and so destitute and so hard up, I told the guys, once we do this audition at the Fillmore West, if nothing happens, I'm leaving to go for the holidays to be with my family, and if nothing happens, I'm not coming back. And a couple of days after the audition, Doc called me and said, you got to come back. You got to come back. You dug it. You dug it. And I said, who dug it? And he said, Bill Graham. He wants to sign us. And we got signed to our first record deal, San Francisco Records.
Man, you're talking about some legendary names there. The Fillmore, all these classic sounds from California at the time in the late 60s. And you guys got to be part of that scene back in the day, but you guys were a little different for what was happening. You weren't like the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, that whole, psychedelic scene had been running for about 4 years almost. The Big Brother and the Holding Company, Quicksilver, Messenger Service, Grateful Dead. But during that time, Bill Graham had been bringing in all this other styles of music, Miles Davis and Sam and Dave and James Brown and, Latino music like Tito Puente and Eddie Palmieri. And so the collective ear of the Bay Area had kind of been tweaked up a notch, and they were ready for a band like ours.
Well, if people haven't heard of Tower of Power, tell us a little bit about what your sound is.
We're a soul band. We make original soul music. We write our own, and it's a 10-piece band with 5 horns, a 4-piece rhythm section, and a dynamic beat singer. The band we have right now He's called, his name is Marcus Scott. He is one of the most fabulous soul singers you'll ever see in your life.
And you guys light up the stage, and you guys have been doing this for a long time. Now, Emilio, you've played with some legendary artists. I mean, you've accompanied them. I know you performed on other records, including like Otis Redding, Aaron Neville, Aerosmith, Bonnie Raitt. The first time I saw your band, did you tour with Huey Lewis and the News?
I toured with Huey Lewis and the News almost 4 years.
Yeah.
And we recorded on their albums, and very good friends.
How do you keep this up going? I mean, all these years, not to say that you're old like me, but how do you just keep going? I mean, you guys did 200 gigs this year. I mean, how do you keep it up?
Well, the patented answer I have for that these days is, God does it, I just show up. I mean, I'm 67 years old, I'm in really good health, and I got some great guys that I work with. And the other really key factor is that, we're not really a trend-chasing band. We don't chase the trends. We make our music in a certain style. We have our own signature, our own voice. We make it exactly the way we want it to be, and the fans seem to like it that way, and so it makes it really easy to go to work every day.
Well, that show is coming up in January, right, Amy?
Yeah, it is. It's on January 17th. Tickets are still available at the Forest Hills Fine Arts Center. Kickoff will be at 7:30. Tickets start at $40 and go all the way up to $60. It's a great place to see a show. It's a nice small venue located just outside of downtown Grand Rapids. Easy to get to, maybe 5 minutes from downtown Grand Rapids. What can people expect, Emilio, on this tour of Tower of Power?
Excitement. We have, the up-tempo songs that is funky and get you, energetic and want to dance. And then we have those heart-wrenching love songs that we play. And there's something for everyone. And I want to hear all the Michiganders come out and make a lot of noise at parties.
He does sound like a Michigander himself, right, Amy?
Yes, he's my kind of people. He knows we got to root for the home team. So,
well, we appreciate it. We're looking forward to it. And you're going to play all the classic songs, right? All the big hits?
We play classic Tower of Power music, and we also play some of the obscure stuff from our albums. By then we'll probably be playing a couple of tracks from we're putting out 2 brand new CDs in May, and we'll start debuting those songs pretty soon. And, we're on a new record label, Mac Avenue Records, which is a Detroit label, ironically.
All right. We salute that. Another Michigan connection. Good job, Emilio. Hey, if people want to get more information about Tower of Power and all of your releases, where should they go?
TowerofPower.com. Where else?
Well, that's easy. Jeez, Emilio, I love it. I like it when it's right to the point, not messing around. TowerofPower.com if you want to learn more about the band itself and the new CDs that they have coming out. If you want to come to the show at the Forest Hills Fine Arts Center, it's happening Wednesday, January 17th, 2018. Tickets start at $40, and they are still available. You can pick those up at fhfineartscenter.com, or you can hit up their box office if you want to go direct to the source. It's always a great place to see a show, right, John?
It sure is. Emilio, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We look forward to seeing you in January in Grand Rapids.
Merry Christmas. Can't wait.
Awesome. All right, well, stay tuned to Behind the Mitten.
Hi, everyone. This is Emilio Castillo from the group Tower of Power, and you're listening to Behind the Mitten. We're going to be playing in Grand Rapids, Michigan, January 17th. Come out and see us. Michiganders, come, party, have fun.